welcome to NatFun, a live-recorded tabletop role-playing adventure game where the dice and a few friends tell the story. My name's Jackie, and I will be your game master for this fun shot.
Hi, my name's Dan, and I will also be your game master tonight.
Hi, my name is Matt, and to everybody's fear, I'll be your game master tonight.
That's right. This episode starts the beginning of our month-long feature of GM-less games, where the characters and baddies are played by a rotation of all the players. I'm excited to try something new, and I hope you guys are too, Dan and Matt.
Yeah.
This will be fun.
Now today, we are going to be playing Penny Dragon, which is a cooperative, GM-less game for all ages by Ella Watts and illustrated by Max Deegan, where the players are an adorable group of little dragons trying to find items for their treasure hoard. But when I say little dragons, I don't mean younglings. I mean teeny tiny little dragons. Anything in the enormous world around them could be perilous or valuable as you take turns playing not only your dragons, but also terrible foes throughout your adventure. If you'd like to check out Penny Dragon for yourself, you can at jegwatts.itch.io/penny-dragon. We'll have a link in the show notes and on our website. And you can check out more of Ella Watts and Max Deegan's work on itch.io and at MacGuffin & Company, including their recent release, Upriver, Downriver, a fantasy tabletop role-playing game about sailing along a magical river and persisting on an impossible journey. Now, the mechanics of this game are relatively simple. Our dragons, which we created in a separate free Patreon-exclusive Let's episode, the link's in the show notes, have two stats, Cunning and Courage. They can never be higher than 8, but they can also never be lower than 1. Whenever you come upon a terrible foe, that player's dragon sits out the fight to keep watch, while the others attempt to overcome the challenge with one of their two stats. For each point they have in their selected Cunning or Courage stat, they add a d4 to their dice pool. Every 4 is a success, and it also adds an additional +1 to that stat's score overall. But if you don't roll any 4s while facing a terrible foe, you lose -1 to the stat you used for the roll. Dun dun dun! There is also an included table with recommended hoard size based on the number of players and desired length of your game, so we are going to try and accumulate, I think we had decided on around 20 to 30 treasures. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. How many successes
20,
we have?
25. Yeah.
Yeah, how poorly we roll.
3 minutes in, we'll know.
Now, this is a game where we all tell the story, but it has to start somewhere, right? Our adventure begins in a dark room. A hum persists through the space, and you hear the occasional sounds of clicking and water dripping in the distance. The smell of stale, musky air hangs around you. Then, without warning, the light of 1,000 lightning storms bursts forth, followed by numerous musical exclamations of triumph from everywhere around you, as the machines of the NatFun Nickel Arcade roar to life. And then you hear a voice behind the row of arcade machines. "Hey, Ted, school's out today. Think we're gonna have a full house? I stocked up on extra tickets just in case." Now, who wants to meet our dragons?
Me.
I do.
All right, who wants to go first to describe your dragon and what you're doing?
I'll go first. I'm Dan. I'll be playing Dusty, who is a dingy gray-brown dust-covered dragon. He's medium-sized, long-snouted, and goes by another title, the Magnificent. He has a 4 to Cunning and a 4 to Courage to begin with.
I'm Matt. I'll be playing Lenny, the huge meaning kitten-sized, short-snouted, brown and tan dragon. Lenny has a Cunning of 2 and a Courage of 4 to start, and of course because of that, Lenny is of course called Lenny the Clever.
And I'm Jackie, and I will be playing
Sparkle, the tiny, legless, and talkative dragon. She's rainbow scaled and beautiful and super fun, and she likes to play pranks and be silly and climb up high and do lots of things, and she can tell you all about it, but another time.
Because she is tiny, she does have a +2 to her cunning and a -1 to her courage, and that leaves her with pretty good balance of 3 and 3 in each category.
Jackie, something Dan and I were chatting about is for context, is that our dragons were little toys up on near the top shelf that had been magically one day come to life, and they've been scoping out the arcade for the last few days, and they're ready to venture forth.
Ooh, I dig it. Let's do this.
Okay, guys. Okay, so we're gonna get food?
Is that all you talk about, Lenny?
Sorry.
I don't know,
Yeah,
I just started
look down
talking.
there.
Food and
spent-
token.
Years looking down upon all these magnificent toys, and we finally have a chance to get them.
Yeah.
We go early before the kids show up.
Okay, so we go now?
Well, where do we want to go first?
I just want to get all the prizes. That's what they always talk about, the prizes. They're so shiny and sparkly and amazing and precious and jewels, and I can put them in a little bag and I can carry them and take them with me.
I want a pile of food and coins. Happy.
Well, there's both of those down there in that case. Let's get into it.
Ooh, okay, we're on a shelf. What do we do?
Oh, there's this really cool pipe over here that you can just wrap around and slide all the way down. Watch. Woohoo!
Then she climbs back up.
It's fun.
I cannot wrap around that pipe. I will do my best.
Just jump down that stuffed animal down there that's on the counter. Got
Okay, stuffed animal.
I feel like we should do a roll to
Roll.
get off the shelf just to get it started.
I think it would be great. You just did something clever, and I think Lenny's gonna just do something brave, so I'm down with that.
All right, so I will describe the shelf that we're on. I'm envisioning that this is kind of one of those, tried to make it look rustic, but it's a bunch of cheap stuff put together. So it's meant to look really nice, but it's just PVC holding up really cheap boards to make it look like the really nice iron rod, shelving, or the iron pipes, and then the really nice stained wood, but it's just cheap garbage. So it's just a PVC tube that's holding up this little shelf because it's just teeny tiny weightless stuffed animals sitting on it, and us.
I am weightless.
But I envision it's behind the prize counter.
Yep.
So this is like the couple shelves that you never really get to win anything off of. So we're surrounded by probably the best things in the whole arcade, but it's not the stuff that we want.
No, we don't see it.
Yeah, it's all too big. Useless.
And we're up high, and I think we've been tucked back there for so long nobody even knows we're there, and we're gonna make our escape now. That's kind of where my brain was going with it. And yeah, so Lenny's just gonna do what Lenny do. He's gonna roll courage, and he's got 4 in courage currently. We'll see how that goes. So that means he rolls 4d4s.
Don't worry, it'll go down soon.
Yep. I go down, baby. That's a 3, a 3, a 3, and a 3. So now, according to the rules, I have no successes, which means I lose one of my courages.
All right, so
Spectacular.
how do you jump off the shelf, and how does it shake your courage?
Well, Lenny's never gone off the shelf before. What he doesn't realize is he's the size of a kitten, but he has the wings that are very similarly sized to Sparkles. He looks like the butterfly in Bug's Life at the end. So he goes, Geronimo. No, my name is Lenny. Lenny! And jumps and just plummets like a stone. If gravity could go faster, he did.
Nice. All right, so who's next, Dusty or Sparkle?
I want to hear Sparkle's attempt here.
It's
All right. So Sparkle is going to use cunning because she was the one that suggested it, and she's super confident about it. She goes up and down. She's been using this to get down to try and scare the people that run the arcade very ineffectively because she is so tiny. She is no bigger than a human thumbnail. So she's going to try and be super smart about this. We'll see how it goes. So this is going to be 3. I have even less dice than Lenny. Oof. And she got a 3 and 2 1s. So as Sparkle starts to head over to the pole that she has slid up and down multiple times for the last couple days, she sees Lenny just leap, and she sees that he's not gonna make it, and she's like,
I'll save you, Lenny.
and she tries really quick to jump and like push the stuffed animal and ends up getting her tail stuck like smushed underneath Lenny, and
Ow!
Soft
That
landing.
wasn't a very smart idea.
so she loses one for her cunning pool.
Dusty happened to notice this large novelty-size slinky on the shelf next to him. He's seen kids
Nice.
playing with it down there. He has no idea what these things do, so he's going to securely fashion one side of it to the shelf, and then he's going to take the other and try to gently spring himself down. So I'll go with cunning. I have 4 to begin with. So 3, 3, 3, and 4. It's a success.
Success!
Nice.
Yeah, so just as intended, he comes down and he just begins to slow down right before he hits the lower shelf there, and he lets go, and his feet are firmly planted on the ground. And be like, wasn't that hard? Come
Slinky
on, Lenny.
base jump.
Gotta think a little harder here.
Thinking.
As you see Sparkle just kind of all curled and curved up, I envision she is very much looks like Mushu from Mulan, but doesn't have the arms and legs. So she's just like kind of wrapping around the tip of her tail like,
Oh, that hurt. Ow, ow, ow. I'll be fine. It'll be okay. Ouchie. Oh, I wonder how I can fix that. Oh.
A very fortune dragon kind of look going on.
mm-hmm.
Nice.
She looks
Yeah.
like an axolotl. Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Lenny adjusts his bowler cap and his cigar and says, "Well, we are down."
Well, no, we're just on the counter.
Oh, there's more. Oh boy.
There's that display case across the way there. It's just a bit of a gap. And they left it cracked open. We can get in there.
Ooh.
Oh, I bet there's sparkly, shiny things in there.
I
All sorts of
think
things in there.
I'll
We've
take
seen
the
what
first
gifts full out of it.
volunteer. And who was the guy at the beginning, Jackie?
Ted?
Ted. It was Ted, wasn't it?
Ted.
Ted. So I think we're gonna pick our baddie, and it's gonna be Ted. You have to get past Ted to get to the case. He's in stock in the cabinet.
Oh,
So-
good God.
Lenny.
Could you have gone with the bigger big bad?
Don't worry about it. Ted is just stocking the cabinet. He's getting tickets like he said he was, and he's got his back to you, and the cabinet is open. So that's the current stage. How would you like to approach?
I think Dusty's gonna go ahead and look over. There's a little dart gun sitting over on the side here, so he's gonna try to shoot that dart gun, not at Ted, but over away at the neighboring display case to try to get it to bang and make noise so that Ted will get out of the way. So we're gonna go with cunning,
Okay.
and that's a 3, a 4, a 4, a 2, and a 1.
2, 4.
So 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Sparkle, do you want to wait till see the result, or do you want to go with him?
I want to wait to see the result because I'm going to ask him to put me in the dart gun and shoot me through the gap in the case.
Okay. Okay. So actually, yeah. What were you shooting at there, Dusty? On the other side?
Oh, it's just a long set of display cases, so he just kind of shot further down the way
Okay.
to kind of make a noise, hit the glass, kind of clink sound, and
Yep.
draw some
I
attention.
think you, with 2 4s, what happened is the dart went across and it hit a whole box of bouncy balls, and they started rolling out of the cabinet, and he runs over and he's starting to pick up bouncy balls. So he's completely away from the open cabinet you were looking at.
Oh, Dusty, that was so cool. I bet I could fit in that dart gun. Think you could aim me in the gap in the cabinet door?
There's only one way to find out.
Okay.
And before you're even done saying one way to find out, she has already climbed into the dart gun. And all you see is a like light pink, sparkly dragon face with almost axolotl-like gills just sticking out of the tip of the dart gun.
Okay, ready when you are, Dusty.
So am I rolling or you rolling? How does this work here? I guess I am, right?
She has to roll.
I figure I'm going to roll with courage. I was just
Okay,
role-playing the moment.
Well, I was like, you could roll and I could roll to see if my aim was anywhere there.
No.
Maybe
So I
just
said
carry
maybe
over
we'll
the
work
4 I
on-
had earlier.
We can probably work on some teamworking and see how that goes too. Yeah.
I've got an idea. How about we count to 3 in opposite directions, and then I'll make my roll.
All right, Dusty, on the count of 3.
Do you want to start at 3, or do you want to start at 1?
I'll start at 3.
All right. Ready, set.
1,
3,
2,
2,
3.
1.
Oh, man. I got a 2, a 3, and a 1.
The
So
dart
that's
gun
-1 to my
launches and swap. You are just smacked against right on the edge of the door, but you're over there, but you didn't make it in.
Yeah, I envision I'm totally like one of those sticky guys that you throw on the wall with the big round hands, and then they flip over and they flip over. So you just see me, which I'm so tiny, it doesn't make any sound.
Dunk, ding,
Yep.
dunk, ding.
But every time I flip and my face is facing it, I'm just yelling out more cool stuff.
Guys, there's spider rings. Oh, I think there's a shiny top with sparkle. I think I see candy.
You hear Ted. So many
I see tickets and
balls!
tokens.
So many bouncing! Oh my god! Help!
Why are there a bunch of paper clips?
Uh,
Ow, the floor hurt.
and narratively, I think just because our dragons are supposed to just kind of come along, Lenny just barrel rolls off the top of the counter and rolls into the base of the cabinet next to you guys.
Well, we don't have a treasure item we're going for in this location.
Yeah.
Do we want to continue to pursue the cabinet with Ted, or do we want to see something else? What are you feeling, Matt?
I was thinking we might get in the cabinet and try to get something and see if we can. But that was just me. But it's up to you guys. I'm open. You
I
guys
bet
are
there's
driving
some
right
stuff on the floor of the cabinet that Sparkle would now notice that she's down there.
now. Oh yeah, there you go.
Some fallen toys or things under the kick there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Sparkle has fallen all the way, just flipped end over end down the whole glass cabinet. And as soon as you both make it over, she like shakes her head kind of like a dog.
Guys, it might be the dizziness talking. But there is this really, really cool top spinner thing in there that had like a silver shiny sticker on top. I gotta have it. There's even pieces of candy, Lenny.
Candy.
Can you spot me while I make a dash for it?
Yes, I can see you. Oh, you have
Well,
been
he's the size of a
spotted.
cat. He could stand up.
Yeah, I was just
Stand up.
gonna
He
say.
could climb right up you. You're cat-sized here.
Yeah,
Let's
Le-
use
Le-
your
I-
size.
Lenny just puts you in his mouth and sets you up on the shelf.
No, don't eat me.
And as she's running away, she's just constantly talking.
Thanks, Lenny. You're the best. You're one of my best friends. I only have 2 best friends, but that's still more than no best friends. I like best friends. Oh, where's the top?
And she's kind of running around and looking for it.
Question. I'm trying to glance through the rules about when we gain items. If it was just on the successes, so if
It's technically on the successes,
Dusty.
but we've been doing some rolls without actually going after treasure
okay.
items. So, like,
Alright.
I think technically Dusty should have found 2 items worthy of treasure when he shot
right,
the thing
And
that he was
that's
able to get, but
what
narratively,
yeah, I was gonna say
but you
what we
could fill it in right now. He could
yeah,
get
that's
his
what I was
stuff
gonna
now.
do. That's what I'm gonna do. So just to finish out, because Dusty did so well with his 4, as Lenny pushes Sparkle up into the cabinet, another bouncy ball rolls over from where Ted is, and a couple token falls onto the floor next to Dusty, and those are his 2 hoard items he's found.
Got one on each claw. We're off to a good start, guys.
Okay. So I'll get a +2 for the next round, and then
All right, so we've got Sparkle inside the cabinet,
yep.
and you have your eyes on a prize right now.
I do.
So I'm thinking that maybe while you're trying to get something, a child walks up and is now going to look into this cabinet, and you might have to try to hide to get that item.
Ooh, I dig it. I dig it. Which is cool because I'm so tiny. All right, so what is this terrible foe that comes upon Sparkle?
It's a runny snot-nosed child. I don't want to describe a kid too much because I don't want to upset someone out there. But we'll just go with the runny snot-nosed child.
Children.
Coughing. Got
Darla.
Still got food stuck to the face, like Cheeto dust and everything, and just touching the glass and smudging up everything. Looking through all the prizes. Mommy, I want that one. Ooh, I want that one too. You got to give me more money so I can get more tickets. Just touching everything across, going back and forth wildly while you're trying to grab a prize.
So Sparkle's running, and she's like hurdling, like Olympic hurdler, running and leaping over the little containers of prizes because she's so small. And then she hears this thunderous sound that just reverberates, and the sound waves alone almost knock her off course as that child is just banging the glass with their finger. And she cries out,
Oh no!
and she dives behind a container just so close to the top. She is one prize bin away from the top she's been going after. What do you think this is full of, since you're the GM for this one, what she's hiding behind?
Let's go with the little squishy, sticky kind of there. I don't know about the size. A little bigger than a quarter, those squishy animals.
Oh, yes. That stick to everything and get cat hair on them.
Yeah.
So she's going to dive behind that, and she's going to use her cunning to do that, which is both of her skills are down to a 2. So this is only going to go well.
Desperate.
Uh-huh. Ooh! That's a 4 and a 1.
Nice.
So I guess as this child is starting to look at that container you are hiding behind, the mother comes and says, "No, we need to get going," grabs his hand and drags him out as he cries, kicking his feet, screaming, and you are not seen.
Peeks her little teeny tiny head up. First the little axolotl-like gills come up, which I'm going to say are just, I don't know, decorative frills on the dragon. So those come up first, kind of like when a dog's looking over something and you see the ears before you see the dog.
All right, coast is clear. Guys, the coast is clear.
Okay, I'm going to get the top.
Guys, I'm gonna get the top.
She's talkative. This is going to get real old real quick. So Sparkle is yelling at you guys, and she runs over, grabs the spinny top, which is just an absolute piece of junk. It's like green plastic. It's got a little hole in the bottom. It's so off center, and the shiny silvery bit is like a sticker that has been sitting in this container for so long it's peeling back. But she is so stoked and excited.
Oh, I can't wait to show this to Lenny and Dusty.
And she puts it in her mouth because she doesn't have hands or legs, and starts to kind of slither her way back over towards where she came into the cabinet.
Envision this top being bigger than you.
It probably
Dragging
is.
it.
She keeps like veering off to the side and like banging into the other cabinet, like the other prize bins.
So Lenny is worried about Ted coming back. So as the kid turns to go away, he just bolts in and scuttles over the top of the little bins and boxes and winds up falling into a bin of rubber snakes and is absolutely mortified, full Indiana Jones. And he wants to try to be brave to get out and get an item.
All right. Well, at that point, I think the kid's gonna see the snakes all coming alive, and he's gonna break free from his mom's hand and come running over, and he's gonna be like, "Mommy, look! They have real snakes!"
Yeah, and there's a tail and an ear and an arm and little tiny wings and snakes moving around. And he sees the kid, and so he's going to have to actually, I think, use cunning to try to hide in the snakes instead of being brave. Which is, Lenny's
I mean,
strong
you could throw the snakes at the glass there and try to scare off the kid.
Snake bite.
Yes. You want to use courage.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna see if we can keep courage. Otherwise, it's gonna be down to a 2. So yeah, let's use. I like that. Lenny's courage. I will be brave. Snakes away. Why'd it have to be snakes? And he's gonna roll 3d4 to see if he can scare the child by throwing snakes at the glass.
Did you also get your +2 for being the GM?
Oh, I did. I did get 2 more, so I'm going to have to roll 2 more.
And
Which you're
speaking of
gonna need.
pluses, I forgot. Don't I get +1 for rolling a 4?
Yeah, you get a new die.
Yeah.
Okay, I add
You
a
had
+1
one, too.
cunning.
That's
Oh,
a
man.
2, a 3, a 1, a 2, and a 3, even with my +2. So Lenny is now down to +2 courage and +2 cunning. He threw snakes at a wall, and I don't know what happens after that.
All right. Well, let's think about that. You went to throw the snakes. Damn. All right. So that's what happens. You end up flinging the snakes. Kid's not really afraid of snakes. And in fact, he sees you at the dragon. He's like, "Oh, a dragon! Mommy, I love dragons." He's got a dragon on his shirt. He's like, "Mommy, mine." His mother
Is it
starts
Trogdor?
coming over here. Mother comes over here, but does drag him away again.
No prizes for Lenny.
And I
Yeah.
think, so Dusty, you were kind of hanging back for this. So are you still like up on the, are you up high on the counter, or did you climb down to kind of watch us do our stuff?
Dusty went down earlier to grab some of the balls and the coins that fell out. So
Oh,
basically,
that's
that was
right,
his reward prize. He went and got that. So he's outside the cabinet, just kind of looking up, waiting for you guys to come on out.
Well, you are able to notice as that little kid is being drug away a little bit forcefully, he had a little bag of popcorn. There was still some left. And it tips and a little pile spills out all over the floor, just around the edge of the display cabinet with the prizes.
So I'll shout up to Lenny, there's some of that popcorn stuff out here. right here,
Popcorn. Okay.
It's still warm and buttery smelling.
Okay. Lenny's gonna take and pile 3 or 4 of the snakes on his back and try to be sneaky and sneak around the edge of the case and not look like a dragon, because that has gone poorly for him so far.
Acting real
Would you like
cool.
to hear what your terrible foe might be?
Yeah,
That may influence the skill you choose to use.
fair enough.
So you can hear Sparkle kind of getting closer, mumbling to herself, and randomly thunk into the side. It's fine, because she's still just turning way too far left with that top. And it gives you time to climb out, get down, and you see the popcorn, and it smells delicious. It looks delicious. You can see the light shining on the salt granules on each individual piece, and it's sitting in this kind of slightly raised area of the floor. And I mean, we're small, so when I say raised, it's, a few millimeters. But it's like a darker color than the rest of the floor, and it kind of has this like circular shape, kind of like a pond or a lake, and it's just really, really dark. And this is an area that has had way too many spills, and it is extremely sticky.
Popcorn. Okay, Lenny is going to use his brain box. He is going to take the snakes, and he is going to carry them over, and he is going to make a snake bridge to the popcorn over the spill.
Is the papa corn bigger than the mama corn? And if they really love each other, do they make a baby corn?
Baby corn!
And if they only have one, is it a unicorn?
No, but no candy corn. Okay. All right, so Lenny has a 2 in cunning. Let's see how this goes. Lenny has a 2 in everything currently, but let's just see how this goes. A 4 and a 3! Lenny snake bridge.
Nice. So you had piled so many snakes on your back that when you throw them, they actually kind of don't look like a path, because you were so cunning to offset them to match your footsteps. So you have a set of snake logs across the sticky substance for your left legs and a set of snake logs for your right legs. And you can just squish. Oh, are these squishy snakes or squeaky snakes?
The squishy, rubbery ones that look kind of real.
Oh, so they don't go like.
No, but Lenny
Okay,
will
fine.
sing. Lenny will. Oh, we can go with squeaky. That's pretty funny. I didn't think where you were going, but Lenny.
No, you're fine.
Lenny is going to say left, left. Oh wait, I forgot my right. Left, right, left.
and you walk across the snakes. You're able to get up and you're able to grab yourself a giant popcorn.
And then he'll pick one for
A
Horde.
question, Cham. I was gonna ask. So we have these items. Presumably, we can't carry 20 items
I was just thinking about
together. So, what is it? Get up to the top of the shelf isn't exactly feasible at this point.
Well,
so.
maybe let's see if there's something that you want to go for involving this terrible foe, and then maybe we can find ourselves a stash in the arcade that we have to put all of our belongings. There's got to be like a broken token machine or a bucket or, you know, the cardboard box of the flyers that they never hand out. Like
I have an idea.
Well, that's what I think what's gonna happen is Dusty's gonna be like, okay, because he's got his 2 claws full, and he's like, we need a place to stash this. I mean, Lenny's just gonna keep eating his food, so it's probably not gonna be a problem for him. But for you and I, Sparkle, we need to hide this in a place where we can keep it safe.
Okay.
I can't see you, but you sound like Dusty. That sounds like a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Lenny wouldn't have good ideas. So, okay, I'll do what you say, Dusty.
because, like you said, the top is way bigger than her, so she can't see.
So, well, Lenny is
Eating his hoard item.
horking down some popcorn, and then he'll eventually carry some. Dusty, because you still got a pretty good vantage point. You see across from the counter, the first game is the one that's hardly ever
I think
used
he's
anymore.
on the ground with us.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I'm
you
on
see
the
across the way from your vantage point, because you're taller than Sparkle, through the cabinet, you can see the old 2-person Pac-Man table with the side that's got some open bottom area, and it looks like a little cave under there. And it'd be a really good spot to get to hide your stuff, but you do have to figure out how to get across there without being seen.
Who's in the space?
I was gonna say there's a couple kids floating around, and Ted is finally done picking up bouncing balls, and he's closing up the cabinet, so he's kind of starting to head back. And then you've got some kids playing games near this table, but nobody is playing on this table, and it's dark underneath. And it's got about a 4-inch gap on the side that you can get under.
Dusty, I don't know how much longer I can carry this top. You see any place where we can stash this stuff?
Yeah, there's an opening in that arcade over there, but it's a long ways across. I have an idea. And under the counter, there's obviously a lot of dust, so he's gonna pile on a bunch of dust to make himself look like a giant dust bunny.
Nice.
So we'll go with cunning on that one. See if he can make it across. He's gonna try to do it for all of them. He's gonna try to cover everyone in as much dust so that the 3 of them can travel together. How about that?
What are you doing?
All right. So I have 7 dice for this one now,
Ooh.
and I got 2 4s, so we'll consider that a success getting across.
Nice. Yeah, definitely. The Dust Bunny. It's an old arcade. Ted goes, I need to go get the vacuum. And so Ted turns away as he sees 2 dust bunnies rolling across the floor and a spilled popcorn bag, and he's going to go get the vacuum. Well, you head towards the machine. But I was going to say...
Now, do I find anything along the way if I had 2 4s? Do we consider that...
Yeah.
Is it
you're
just a
gonna
success
get
for
there.
getting across, or do I happen to find something?
And I think I have to roll to get across. Like,
Well,
I
and
can
I was
be
gonna
covered in
say-
the dust that you made, but
Yeah. You got to roll, and what I was going to say is because you're covered in dust, you can't see, and you're carrying the top, you've got to make sure you're going to get in this space and not be seen. And while you're doing that and how you're going to solve that problem, I'm going to come up with what he finds.
Okay. So covered in dust, can't really see. I'm just going to kind of...
Dusty, just keep talking and I'll follow the sound of your voice. I can't see over this top.
Keep up, keep up. He's getting the vacuum.
Oh no!
She's going to use cunning, and she gets +2 from the terrible foe of
Yeah.
the stickiness that I just did. So that's going to bump it up to a 5 for this roll.
Nice.
5d4s.
Nice.
Pretty good. 4, 2, 4, 2, 2. So 2 successes. And I envisioned, because the top is like printed lopsided, I'm totally envisioning like a baby that just knows how to roll instead of crawl, but kind of sort of eventually gets there somehow.
Bum shuffling the top. So you guys make it, and Lenny hears you guys going, so he literally just sticks his feet out the bottom of the bag and carries the bag on his head as his disguise over to meet up with you. But as you guys are getting into under the machine, all kinds of cool stuff has rolled under there. So I was going to say, pick one thing you both really wanted to find, and it's under the lip of this arcade machine.
And a quick mechanics question. Do we get a +1 to our stat for each 4 that we roll?
That's what it says here.
Or is it
Whenever
just
you
+1?
Roll a 4, add +1 to the stat. So it's just 1 for each one.
Okay, so we would, since we both rolled 2 4s on that, we would both add +2 to that stat and get 2 hoard items. Am I understanding that?
Yeah, I mean, whenever you roll a 4, add +1 to the stat you just used. I mean, it allows you to get a lot of 4 or a lot more dice.
But you lose
really
a lot.
quickly.
But you're going to lose them real fast, too.
I think if you have 8 dice, it's very unlikely that you won't roll 4s anymore. Statistically.
I wonder if it's just you're supposed to add 1 each time you have a success flat.
Yeah. Let's do it that way.
I think
1
that makes
each
more
time.
sense.
Yeah.
And then, but you
So
get
I
2
gotta
items.
remove. I'm gonna have a 7 instead of a 9, essentially.
Okay.
Okay. Well, and you can't go higher than an 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
Not a problem.
I get +1 to cunning for rolling some 4s, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the dragon one is just a temporary one you get. Sorry, not dragon.
Yeah,
one. When
that
DM is
the
temporary.
terrible foe. Yeah. I burned that one. It's gone.
So what 2 items do you think Dusty finds and Sparkle finds under the edge of the Pac-Man machine?
Dusty finds a miniature skateboard, a little tech deck, something like that. He's pretty excited because it's just his size.
That's pretty cool. Sparkle?
Sparkle finds one of those stretchy necklaces, those candy necklaces, where all the candies have been eaten off except for one stale ring that has probably been living under this machine for years at this point.
Oh, and didn't you
Oh
both?
my gosh. Guys, it's the thing that the kids eat to make them go crazy. Oh, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it.
It's almost as big as you are. And actually, you guys both found 2 things because you both rolled 2 4s, if I recall correctly.
Right. Yeah. Dusty finds a M&M. It was probably colored at one point, but now it's kind of gotten that cracked, chalky, dingy,
One ghost
weathered
M&M.
chocolate shell. Yeah.
Zombie
Do
M&M.
it, yeah. Zombie M&M.
Blech.
He's like, I thought these things were brighter, more colorful. Huh.
Suits you, Dusty.
Dusty, just like me.
Yay.
And as Sparkle has put the little candy around the top and is pulling the elastic of the necklace to her, which is not that big to you guys, but is like the world's longest rope to her, something shiny kind of glints in just the minimal light that's underneath this machine. And it is a keychain with just a few chain links, but nothing else. Like the keychain actually broke off, but
Oh my gosh, it's so shiny, it's so shiny.
and she starts pulling it faster like she's fishing.
Is it a belt?
I don't care, it's shiny. And she like puts it and picks the top up and puts the top in the keychain ring itself and is like,
Oh, it's so beautiful. Lenny, what did you do with where's your popcorn?
I have piece left. I have bag. So there's just 1 piece of popcorn left. But we have a bag to put things in for more hoard.
That's a good idea. We can leave it all here, and we can go around the rest of this room and gather stuff and bring it back.
Yeah. And just for tally 2, 4, 6, we have 8 items in our hoard currently.
Nice. All right. Well, I have a coin. We could try using the coin in that machine over there and get one of the big prizes.
Oh, use the hoard to get things. Ooh.
Yeah. It's worth the risk.
I never
it
saw you
food?
as a gambler, Dusty.
It's not a gamble if it's a sure thing. Psst. Hey kid, down here, between the Pac-Man and Claw Machine. Welcome to Dusty's Den. Me and my friends have gathered this glorious hoard you see before you, but we'd be willing to trade you one item if you just take a moment to leave NatFun a rating and review on that tiny pocket computer you have. It's free and it only takes a moment to do. Oh, I also hear they have that really fancy 20-sided purple gemstone you can get if you subscribe to their Patreon. I'd give my whole hoard for one of those. Well, get back to your games. We have more treasures to find. So, yeah, Dusty's looking at the claw machine. He thinks there's a chance he could operate this thing and get something out of it. So
the big bad is the claw machine.
Well, we'll see how it goes, because if his coin gets eaten and he gets nothing, he's upset with the claw. Maybe he has to go on in that machine and try to get something himself.
I like it.
So, we'll try it the easy way and then the hard way.
We will
Nice.
send our penny in.
Yeah. So, yeah, Dusty's going to go ahead and take that coin and say, stick close. And just it's right behind the Pac-Man machine they're at there. So, or right next to it, so they don't have to go anywhere. He can just kind of go up the front of it, stick the coin in, and now, let's see, what would it be full of? It's got to be full of small things. So, oh, maybe it's a candy claw machine. It's just like a bunch of the small, like, little candies, and it's got that little scooper.
Yeah,
that
you can get
reaches
more
and
than one.
grabs.
Oh, that always looks like a sure thing since it's the solid, like triangular pieces of the claw, but
Yeah.
they're like,
Oh, I touched a piece of wind. I opened up.
Yep.
Lenny
So,
is
yeah,
going
it'll
to
be that-
follow with his bag.
Quarter in there and and give it a shot. So let's see if we could roll. I assume cunning at this one because it's thinking that to play the system, or is it courageous to throw away an item that we have?
well, it's up to us. So this would be a scenario where certain things as a GM just work. Like if you really want the terrible foe to be the claw, and that's one that I think you threw out in our
Yeah.
Let's episode that you wanted to run. Like I don't think you have to roll for everything. If you want to add a layer of chance, you can just roll odd or even. Or if you want to do a skill, it's totally up to you. Do you want one of us to be the terrible foe of the coin accepting machine? Or do you want to just get the coin works? Or odd and even? Or
Well, and
like,
we can work
what
together
do you want
because
to do?
I was just the foe, so we can get somebody could help too.
Oh god! Now I'm thinking of like the coin that doesn't feed into the machine and keeps popping out the return.
Well, who knows?
Oh.
Maybe it's not a token. Maybe you just got a nickel.
Oh yeah. All right, yeah, let's do
Nickel.
that. Let's see. I'll roll a d4, and that'll determine if it's a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter that I have in my possession. And it'll say only a quarter will activate the machine.
Ooh, I
We'll go
love
with
it.
that.
Nice.
So, rolls a 2. It's a nickel.
It's a
It is
nickel.
Even
So,
the
yeah.
dice have spoken.
Yeah, Dusty's like, boom, we got this. We're gonna get a whole bunch of candy out of the machine, and he sticks the coin in the slot, and it pops out the return. He does it again. He does it again. And he gets frustrated with it, so he's like, well, let's just go in and get it ourselves then. So he would like to go ahead and climb in the chute area, the drop chute, and try to gather some candy and start tossing over the edge. Now, if someone wants to be a big bad with the claw machine, we can go with that.
I think that's yeah.
Sparkle's gonna say,
I'll spot you from up above.
and she kind of slinks up the machine, which it's one of those arcade machines that kind of has a texture that's very Mario-esque with like bricks and stuff. So she can kind of snake her way on the little gaps and grooves between the bricks in the plastic shell of this arcade machine and make it up to the platform that has the joysticks and the buttons and everything. And she can plaster her little axolotl-ish face on the glass and be able to see you.
Dusty, remember to get her some hand sanitizer. She's touching everything. Left. Left. And Lenny's holding up his right.
What are you doing, Lenny?
Lenny's gonna try to push Dusty up the chute so he can get all the way up. And then he's going to try to shove his fat bottom up with him to help shake the machine and jingle more stuff loose.
Now I'm wondering who will be because we're going to say the machine is the big bad on this. Who's going to run the machine?
I'll run the machine. I was going to say that when you get your eye on the prize of what you want, somehow Sparkle from her vantage point accidentally hits the demo button, which activates that little tutorial where you watch the machine work.
Totally win.
To draw you in. So what particular prize are you going for in this? Because this, you said it had a bunch of candy, but it could also have a couple of random prizes thrown in there, like when they have a thing full of junky candy and then like one $50 gift card in a box.
He's very excited because it happens to have like just a whistle. Like a plastic whistle. So that's some of just trinkety toys. It's not a fancy thing, it's another small item. But he knows those things are really loud and really intense, and he wouldn't mind having one of those. Could be good for future distractions. So he's going to try to get that whistle, and unfortunately it's kind of buried deep in the middle there. So he's going to have to dig his way through there, and I'm just trying to think if is that more cunning or courage, or what is it going to be? I'll go with courage because it's going to take a lot of strength to kind of move some of the other candy out of the way here. So I've got a 4 on that one.
All right, now before you roll, may I ask what Lenny is trying to do and what Lenny might get distracted on spying and trying to snag for himself? Then we can have you guys roll at the same time so we can do some like one at a time and some together because you guys are in the same situation.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Lenny can't really get more than his head up into faces there. I guess cats fit in. We've seen cats come out of claw machines.
He's like this little like.
There's been children in claw machines.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lenny's like the size of a Beanie Baby, so you know he's okay. But Lenny's gonna climb up and he's gonna just kind of like. He thinks he's being as tactical as he can because there's that ledge that everything's over. So he's going to hang himself over and just try to scoop with his little legs as much as he can. And he's got short little legs, so we'll see if he hits anything or not. But this is him trying to be as smart and clever as he can.
All right. So it sounds like Dusty is going to use courage and Lenny is going to use cunning.
Yeah.
Let's see some dice rolls.
Ooh, I got a 3, 4, 2, and a 1, so I have a success.
Nice.
And Lenny has 3 in cunning, and he had 2 from the last round, so 5. Let's see how this goes. That's a 4, a 2, 1, 4, 3, so he gets 2 successes.
As Sparkle hits the machine, it does come down, and it grabs that whistle, and Dusty grabs onto the whistle too, so it lifts up and he's hanging onto it, trying to like just hold on, not let go of the prize he wanted so badly. And as the claw machine moves over, it drops him down in the chute with his prize. So.
And you see Sparkle holding onto the joystick, just leaning over the edge.
I got you, Dusty.
Nice. Well, and playing off that, Lenny's just trying to scoop, and he starts to tip into the chute or into the bin full of stuff, and just then his foot grabs a Tootsie Roll and a decoder ring, and then as he's about to fully tip in and be trapped, Dusty drops and hits him on the bottom and flips him down into the chute with his 2 things.
And then the machine starts to light up, You could be a winner too.
Oh, guys, that was so amazing. I'm so good at controlling these. We should put the coin in again, and when it pops out, I can do it again.
I don't think it works like that. I don't know how it works, but... And we got a lot from this. What else is around here that we can go for?
What did you get, Dusty? I missed.
A whistle. A little plastic whistle.
Right.
I'm going to say a neon green plastic whistle. It's more descriptive.
Nice.
Nice. We are doing so good. Would you like to put them in our bag?
Yeah. Dusty will drop it in the bag. What else do we go for?
Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Guys. Over there.
And she's a legless dragon, so there's no actual pointing. Her body like kind of arcs a little bit, like curves a little bit.
Oh,
And she ends up pointing with her tail.
over there, to the right.
Oh.
I see the leftover of a birthday party. There's banners and noisemakers and signs, and next to the trash can, I think I see a sparkly birthday candle.
Okay. So.
You're going to give Lenny fire?
Dang
I've
it,
been
way to make
accused
me
of-
allow him to burn the building down.
I would like candles, and I cannot make fire. I am a dragon.
And Sparkle is just saying, I want it, 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 as she's coming down the machine.
Lenny just grabs her and doesn't even think, just grabs her in his hands and runs across the floor towards the birthday party.
And as you start to run, she actually slides out of your hands. And if you've ever tried to run or walk somewhere with a cat that is just like constantly rubbing up against your feet, she's remarkably fast for being so tiny. She's just constantly going in between your feet, and you're afraid you're going to step on her.
Show me the way. Show me the way. Ah, stop, stop, stop. Ah, stop, stop. Do you want to be our big bad Dan?
Yeah. Dusty's going to hang back at the claw machine at the current time. All right.
Retrieving his nickel.
Can we describe our space a little bit more? We haven't described the actual space a whole lot.
So the one thing I want, just before we go anywhere, is all I see is the most obnoxious entertainment style carpet. Like, but it's outdated, so it's like 80s, but 70s. It's like red and gold, and it's like way too ornate and just terrifying, and it's stained, and there's patches, and that's what I have.
Are you thinking like skating rink style carpet, where it's like a dark color and it's got like, you know, sunglasses and party horn and
Yes, it's casino, but bad, like off strip casino and skate ring and
nice.
all that.
Casino.
Just terrible. Like, this was the stuff the casinos would no longer take carpet. That's
Like
my
it.
contribution.
I dig it.
Well, I'm thinking as you get over to where this party is, there's balloons. Innocent balloons. That happen to have a pretty strong static charge to them. Over by what you're going for. So, there's just a cluster of kids' balloons that have fallen down from the banner decoration and are sitting right next to the candle you're going for.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
See, I have to figure out, would Sparkle have an understanding of static electricity?
Definitely not.
I wouldn't think so. So
Yeah.
I think if she's just going to be blindly running into it to get the candle, she would use courage because she's not thinking about it. She's not making a plan. So she's going to see that candle, and as she gets closer, this is one of those like spiral birthday candles where it's like white and pink and has glitter in the wax. So as she's been running closer and closer, like the glitter is catching the light and shining and getting her even more excited, and she just blindly runs straight towards it and just dives for it and tries to wrap around it with her body. So her courage is not so hot. She only has a 2 now in her courage, but I do have +2 for running the claw, so I'm going to have a total of 4.
The claw. Nice.
2 4s and 2 2s. Yeah.
And while you're doing that, Lenny is like, look out for the giant rocks. The rocks are going to crush you. And he just charges for them and starts biting and slashing and jumping on them. And he's going to use his courage as well, which is currently only a 2.
Oh, God.
Winning. Hey, that's a 4 and a 3.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, I guess as Lenny goes ahead and knocks the balloons away, you'll find under it a deflated balloon just sitting there too. So there's a balloon, a candle, and if you want to pick a third item since you've had 3 successes here.
Go ahead, Sparkle. You get to find
Well, what do you
something
want,
extra.
Lenny? I was the one that called out the birthday candle. That was on my list.
Well, yeah, but you rolled it.
A lighter.
Butane. Lenny got a deflated balloon. I think it's one of those cruddy little cupcake rings. It's on the floor. It's like a little princess cupcake ring.
The one that cuts your fingers when you try to put them on there.
Yeah.
Lenny, it looks just like me. It's beautiful.
It's an
And-
axolotl.
Yeah, and Lenny slides it over her like a collar.
And it is 3 times the width of my body.
You look beautiful.
Oh, I love it so much. Do we need to take it back to our stash?
What should
yes.
we call the stash, by the way?
Where did Dusty go?
Dusty.
Still over at the stash called Dusty's Den, by the way.
He's writing it in dust on the side of the Pac-Man
Yeah.
machine.
Exactly. Dusty's Den.
an
Dragons
arrow.
only.
Subtle. I like it.
Let's go back and see if Dusty's there.
Okay.
Dusty? 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 Dusty, are you here? Dusty, are you there?
And she's just like lightning fast going underneath every machine, any little spot she can stick her head into.
Dusty? Dusty? Dusty, are you there?
Again, she's talkative. She is Sparkle the talkative. It's gonna get old if it hasn't already.
Yep, so we take everything back. So I think you guys should set the stage. I'm the big bad.
So what you get?
Balloon.
Balloon? Nice. What color's the balloon? I'm colorblind.
Purple balloon.
I got this lovely piece of artwork that's me. It's so big, I can't fit in it, but it surrounds me like a stage or a throne. I got a throne! And I also got this lovely pillar. It's a birthday candle. But it could hold up the structure of my palace. Now that I have a throne, where can I find the
We're
next step
doing
of a
well.
palace? Do you know how to build a palace? I wonder if there's something here that tells us how to build a palace. Didn't they have
So-
those little cardboard cutout things that you could build, like little dinosaur ones a while ago? Did they have a palace one? They should have a palace.
So now that you guys are stashing stuff in your little cave, you never really check this space out. In the back corner, you hear, "Hey, what are you doing? This is my spot." And you see a grizzled cockroach with 5 legs come out, and he's shaking a little his 6th leg at you in his 5th leg, yelling
Is his
at
middle
you.
name Newt?
Hey, get out of here! This is my stuff, and your stuff is my stuff. This is Larry's lounge. Get out of here! And instantly, Lenny runs around the corner and hides.
Afraid of the tiny cockroach. I guess he's a large cockroach, but
I do not like bugs.
I've got an idea, but I want to give you the first go if you've got something, Dan.
no, if you got something, go for it.
So Sparkle is going to look over into the shadows at this cockroach.
No, it's not. It says it right outside. This is Dusty's den, clear as day. You better get out of here. Ready, set, aim.
And she's going to wind up around the top that she had. And then she's going to real quick run and cause it to spin. She's going to use her courage. No, she's going to use her cunning to aim on this one. She's going to use her cunning to try and aim the top to take out the cockroach.
Okay.
So she has 4 in cunning.
Cool.
Nope. That's a 2, a 1, a 2, and a 3. So she's down to 3 in cunning.
The top goes spinning and just misses Larry, the cockroach. And he says, get out of here. I've seen these tricks before.
No, my treasure! And Sparkle just runs. She just goes and takes off after her top.
It's in the back corner under the Pac-Man machine. I said, get out of here, both of you.
See, Dusty does have a bit of a concept of static electricity because that's how that dust sticks to him. So he's going to rub his feet on the carpet a little bit and he's saying, no, you get out of here. And he's going to touch that cockroach and try to shock him.
You're going to bug zapper the cockroach.
Yes, I'm going to bug zapper the cockroach. I'm going to go with cunning on this one, which I have 7 to use
Good
here.
Lord.
I'm feeling good.
Oh.
2 4s.
Nice.
Nice.
Ouch! And he runs, and as he's running out, he snaps off one of his antenna on the edge of the cabinet, and he starts just wandering back and forth across the floor, dodging feet, and runs across the room until you can't see him. And in the back corner, you find that he had stashed out 2 things of his own. There's a piece of bubble gum, unchewed, and a
primo
and a jack from like playing the old Jack's game, the little star-shaped thing.
It's been here for decades.
Don't worry, guys. I got my top.
As Sparkle is doing odd-shaped circles to bring it back to where she had spun it from because she still can't see over the top.
Is he gone now?
Oh, yes. I think
You are so brave.
Made sure he's not coming back here anytime soon.
I really like that claw machine. You said the coin wouldn't work anymore, Dusty. Do you think that we could find one of those machines that spit out the coins?
Yeah, they have that over there. There's lots of coins.
I saw them from the shelf.
Yeah. Let's head over there.
Go. Is there any more bugs, or are we okay?
Well, I hope there's no more bugs, but
Okay.
there's probably more here. But there's one cockroach, there's usually many. The guy probably has a few cousins and sisters and uncles and brothers.
Uncle cousins.
First cousins and second cousins and third cousins and
Ex-wives.
He was rough. Okay, we will go to the coins.
Hey guys, before we go for the coin machine, how much stuff do we have? I have this beautiful shiny top, even though it missed the cockroach. I still think it could be good if I practice my aim. And I have this amazing candy necklace. Don't eat it, Lenny. And then I have this sparkly keychain. And I have my lovely birthday candle. And I have my throne, with a picture of me.
I forgot about the ring.
I have a coin. It doesn't work well. It's not a good coin. I have a bouncy ball. This cool skateboard. I have this dusty M&M. Here, you can have the M&M, Lenny.
Oh, Dusty. Zombie MM.
A whistle, bubble gum, and a jack.
I have popcorn. And I have...
It's gone.
No, I have one piece left. I save a piece for Triumph. I have Tootsie Roll. I have Decoder Ring. And I have a balloon. Not to blow up Itchy down. They were dangerous. We have 16 things.
And just as we finish counting, you hear a bell ring out, and you hear the sound of just coins falling. Someone hit the jackpot on that Cyclone game, where the light goes around back and forth, and you look at it from a distance, you're like, oh, I could totally do that. And then no one can totally do that. But you hear just coins.
Guys, it's happening. One of those machines. There's got to be another one nearby. Let's get more coins.
Yeah, coins mean more things. I got.
Yeah, true. If we have a pile of coins, we could spend all night here gathering things.
Yeah, we will have our hoard and many things. Snacks. And I want a gold coin.
And Sparkle runs up the inside compartment of the machine. You know how there's like holes for the extension cords in the back? She runs up and gets ready to run through one of those.
Come on, guys, this way.
And then realizes that neither of you can fit.
I
guess you guys lead the way.
Well, do you see
You,
anything
Dusty.
from up there?
Yeah, there's rows of more machines, but I see one of those machines that's really plain. It's the one where the people put the really flat paper in it, and then coins come out, the like silver cup. It's about the same size as you, Dusty.
All right.
So we need paper to put in the machine to get good, valuable things.
You have paper. You have the bag.
Oh,
We can put the bag in it.
Okay, we will dump out the bag, leave it, everything here, come back to the Dusty's den, and we will take the paper.
You should have
I
called it
have
the
it.
Dusty's Rose.
I have paper.
Oh, hey, guys, wait up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like Lenny's gonna lead the way because he's excited about his paper he's got there.
Yeah, Lenny's just, he puts it in his hand or in his mouth, and he just full on like puppy dogs it across the floor towards the coin machine across the way. No sense of awareness.
Nice. Yeah, Dusty will be right behind him, right at that machine. He's excited for the idea of just a treasure trove of coins.
Okay. We need to put the paper in the machine. Okay.
Well, you go put the paper in the machine, and I'm gonna go to where it comes out here and see if I can't grab it all.
Okay.
And this is just one of those super plain Jane coin machines that are just like solid color. There's a key slot. There's the spot that just says bills, and then like that little circular silver cup that comes out. But because a lot of kids use this arcade, there is a step stool in front of it that goes all the way up so that a really tiny little kid could get the paper or get the money into the slot at the top.
Lenny was looking for a chair, and he saw the steps. He is going to try to courage, because it is high up, and take the paper bag up and climb the step stool with courage.
He jumped off a shelf earlier. Now he's afraid of a step stool.
I fell many stories.
Okay.
It was terrifying. Yeah. I am traumatized.
I guess that's true. He's traumatized.
All right, I'm going to go environmental with this terrible foe. And rather than have like a kid be right there or a thing like that, I think I kind of just want to have it be the step stool. It's rickety. It has been used for years by kids playing with it and like holding onto the handle and shaking it back and forth, and it could fall apart at a moment's notice. Any moment.
I shall top the mountain and deliver us goodness. So, that is courage. That I have a 3. Oh, actually, I have 5 because I was the...
Larry the Cockroach.
Larry the Cockroach. Okay, let's see how we do. 1, 2, 4, and a 2. I got a 4. I made it up.
Lucky you had that +2.
Yeah.
So as you start to climb the steps, the first one's no problem. The second one, it kind of bows underneath your weight, which is saying something. And you get to the next step and you can hear it creaking and cracking, but you are confident, you are courageous. You are able to put your front feet up there, feed that paper bag in, and it goes into the machine and then pops back out at you.
The stool is singing to me.
So you line it up again, you put it back into the machine, it pops back out.
Oh.
And then you take your foot and you flatten it and step on it a little bit, and it goes into the machine. It doesn't come back out. And the light changes from red to green. and then you hear the sound of coins fall into the cup. With what other treasure do you see? Because you rolled a 4.
I think since he is high up and he's facing his fear on the top of the stool was the thing he'd been jonesing for. It is a gold foil-wrapped chocolate coin, so it is food and money at the same time, and he is stoked.
Nice. And what about you, Dusty? What are you going for in this moment?
Dusty decided that he didn't really like that step ladder, and he was going to look under the machine for coins because he knows kids drop stuff. They've been finding stuff under the machine, so he's just going to go ahead and look under the machine to see if he can't find any coins without having to climb up this friction ladder and, spread their attention to 2 locations, cast a wider net.
All right. Well, speaking of nets, as you go underneath this machine, you kind of feel like there's like some strings or something, like there might be just a wad of string or some weird, like one of those little, they used to call them koosh balls or whatever. Like you have to go through all this stuff that's just touching you, and then you kind of pull yourself through it and it's sticking to your body a little bit. And as you turn to look, it's dark under here. You can't see a whole lot. And then you see this big dust bunny move a little bit. And it has 8 fuzzy legs.
God.
As Boris the spider is underneath the machine, but standing directly over a couple of really fun, unique items.
Well, I guess Dusty here isn't looking to occupy this space, for very long at least, and he's just going to introduce himself. I'm Dusty. I'm a dragon. We're assembling a horde. Perhaps could you part with any of these trinkets if you have no use for them, and I'll just be on my merry way. So he's going to be cunning and try to be personable, friendly, and not stabby.
Not food looking.
All right, let's see that cunning roll.
So again,
how many do you have?
Is a 2 and 8. That's a solid 8 there.
Jeez.
So that's 2 4s and a bunch of 2s and 1s. I mean, I can't. Yeah,
That's a lot of 2s and 1s.
But still, it's a 1 in 4 chance of success there. So yeah.
Boris the spider appreciates your communication and not being scared of me. Most things just run away. And it is the day of my daughter's wedding. And I cannot refuse a good offer. You can select 2 from my plethora here.
He's going to go ahead and, he sees a snap bracelet, and he's fascinated with them because they're kind of like a trap, but not a trap, but they're a trap.
It's a trap!
So
It's a trap!
he definitely wants that snap bracelet. And let's see what else I'm trying to think of. I was going to say coins, but since he just got presumably coins, we don't need more coins here.
Since you are a fan of jewelry, as with this fine snap bracelet, would you like this earring that is missing a back?
Oh,
And it's just a stud earring that's missing a back that got brushed underneath the coin machine at some point in time.
it's quite pointy. Yes, I will happily take that. Got a dagger.
Thank you for your kindness and compassion as you head back out to the brave world beyond.
I will bother you no longer. And he'll take off out from under the machine and look up and... Lenny, you get anything?
I got a money edible.
I don't know what he's talking about, but... What about
I didn't think that was
Sparkle?
legal in this arcade.
This is California. Hey, guys, I can see many things up here. We are close to the front of the store.
There's more?
What's outside the store?
There is not just arcade. There is many arcades or other things. People and food. I can see pretzels. I can see cotton candies. I can see sharper image.
Oh, they have massage chairs too?
Oh, yes. I believe
Are there
so.
random plants in pots?
Yes. Yes. Old people power walking.
What's the name of that awful store that has
Not sharper. Hot Topic?
Hot Topic?
How did I know that's what you were thinking?
I was like either Hot Topic or Spencer's.
I need a chain wallet for all of my things.
Well, let's stash this stuff and head
Okay.
on out there. See what other amazing.
I
can
shall jump from here.
You can slide down the rail. Real cool, man.
Okay, I will.
That ladder.
I will.
Roll
I
for
will
cool.
roll for cool. Would that be cunning to roll for cool?
Probably.
Yeah.
Hey, now wait, hold on a second. Before you roll your dice, we are about to enter the brave new world of the mall. So this episode is gonna end on your roll for cool.
Many things will end on my
Don't
roll
screw it
for
up.
cool.
Yeah, don't mess up.
I make a no promises. He straightens his bowler, fixes his cigar, and he slides down the rail. That's a 4, a 4, a 2, and a 1. He nails it.
Nice. All right. So we are ending our session now so we can enter the brave new world of the mall next episode. But as always, I'm going to ask,
Let's all go to
did we
the
have
mall.
fun?
Yeah,
Let's
it's pretty
go
crazy.
to the mall today.
Today! Yeah, this was good.
It's kind of interesting having rotating GMs and bad guys and all that, but it's fun to be interactive and build the world together, like on the fly.
We haven't met a fly yet.
Yeah, not yet. Well, it's also
This
kind
is
of
good.
fun that, like you said, we can kind of work together to build it. So we're kind of able to have a couple, terrible foes in our mind, but people can still go after whatever prize they see from across the way or whatever thing they want to go towards. And so it's been kind of nice to like bounce between something that everyone really has a motivation to get to.
Yeah.
And I'll say, just funny here, but because Larry just rolled 2 successes, he's going to find 2 coins in the bottom of the machine for his paper bag.
Nice. All right. So that's 2 more. We'll have to get a what is the hoard total now?
I'm looking right now. We just hit 21.
Oh, okay. So I think we should raise the stakes and go for 40.
I was
Yeah.
going to say
Total.
30, 35, but yeah. Okay, we're going to go for 40.
Well, if Dusty Dan over here has like 5,000 dice.
Yeah, seriously. I told you, once you get dice, it seems really hard to not roll well.
Yeah,
Till
I'm
next
actually-
episode.
I have a 3 in
And you
courage
ruined it.
and a 5 in cunning, so suddenly Larry is getting more intelligent. I can see math.
I am back to where I started. I'm at 3 and 3. All right. Well, I'm excited to see where we take it with the mall, which means we have a whole plethora of places and things that we can interact with and throw out there. I'm going to come up with a new list of terrible foes that might be out in the mall and even maybe some different treasure items that I'm going to go for.
Yeah.
But until next week,
We hope you can find yourself an arcade.
and a treasure.
It's some fellow dragons.
So you can roll into your own NatFun.
Bye! This is so much fun. I want more shiny things and sparkly things. Are going to be so amazing. There's so much out there. I want
need
all of the things.
A snack.
I'm telling you, he's going to be right in the Cinnabon place. I'm sure he's going to smell the second that door opens up.
Pretzels, pretzels.
Seriously.
What's the corn dog place?
Hot dog on a stick.
Hot dog on a stick.
That's a good one. What's in store for our tiny dragons in the wide open world of the mall? Find out next week as we continue our fun shot here at NatFun. And if you'd like to pick up your own copy of Penny Dragon, you can at jegwatts.itch.io/pennydragon. We'll have a link in the show notes and on our website too. And you can check out more of Ella Watts and Max Deegan's work on itch.io and at MacGuffin & Company, including their recent release, Upriver Downriver, a fantasy tabletop role-playing game about sailing along a magical river and persisting on an impossible journey. We'll see you here next week.